I am now introducing Insane Ian. Achievement unlocked!
Attention comedy musicians and comedy music fans! The Logan Awards are taking open nominations for outstanding comedy songs and videos released last year for this year's awards. Did you release a comedy song or music video in 2025? Or have a favorite comedy song or video that was released then? Then nominate it for the Logan Awards today. The Logan Awards are essentially the Comedy Music Awards, sponsored annually by the Funny Music Project, and are presented in 3 categories: Outstanding Original Comedy Song, Outstanding Parody Song, and Outstanding Comedy Music Video. If you have a comedy song that was released in 2025 that you'd like to nominate for 2026's awards, head to LoganAwards.com and click the Nominations tab at the top. Hurry! Nominations close this year on July 25th. For more details about Logan himself, the awards, and more, check out LoganAwards.com. Help us commemorate the year's best comedy songs and music videos with a trophy, the way they do with every other form of entertainment. But if you want your favorites to win, you have to nominate them by July 25th. Get your nominations in now at LoganAwards.com, brought to you by TheFump.com. Greetings, Internet, and welcome to another episode of A Comedy Musician Reacts. My name is Insane E, and I am a comedy musician and comedy music fan, and on this show I react to comedy music from the perspective of a comedy musician. Because that's what I am, and that's what I do, and that's what this is, and that's why you're here, and that's why today I am reacting to the new rap battle GRU vs. BOWSER from Freshy Kanal, featuring the Stupendium, McGwire, and a whole bunch of other people, I'm sure. If this is your first time joining us, yes, I am a comedy musician, and I react exclusively to comedy music, because that is where my field of expertise is. What this means for you is that I'm going to pause the video. Kind of a lot, actually. This way I'm not talking over or laughing over the jokes and missing them. This way I can discuss how the video and lyrics work in tandem to help enhance the comedy. Sometimes I'm analyzing, sometimes I'm summarizing, sometimes I'm explaining jokes, because that's always fun for people, and sometimes I'm just sitting back and laughing my damn head off. It's a crapshoot whatever you're gonna get, but I think it's a good time. If you like that sort of thing, please like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the things to feed the algorithm to get more eyeballs onto these videos. And if you really want to help the channel out, consider supporting me on Patreon, where patrons get to see these videos early, get my music and comedy early, and all sorts of other cool things like that. Anyway, all of that out of the way, let's dive in to today's video. Like I said, this is GRU versus BOWSER. Did I say browser before? BOWSER. You know, King Koopa. From Freshy Kanal. Featuring the Stupendium as GRU, McGwire as BOWSER, and a whole bunch of other people, probably as other people, because they like to have other people come in Freshy's battles. GRU, of course, being from Despicable Me, I guess the second Minions movie. I don't think he's in the first. Well, I think he has a cameo in the end of the first one, young GRU, and I don't think he's in the third one that's out right now, Minions and Monsters. Which is, I still need to see that one. I haven't seen it yet. And BOWSER, of course, being King Koopa, played famously by Jack Black in the new animated Super Mario movies, but of course was played by Dennis Hopper in the live-action one. I wonder if we're going to get references to those. Steve Carell voices GRU normally. We'll see. Let's see how all of this turns out, and I'm sure it's animated in some form or another. It's a 5-minute song, so that means this reaction's probably going to be, you know, 3 or 4 days long. Anyway. Good-looking castle. I like the beat so far.
Here's the deal. Nobody leaves until we fight today. They say that I'm the spy, but you must really like to hide away.
Already starting off with GRU, with Stupendium as GRU, talking to his minions as he did before he stole the moon. So yes, we're getting thematic from their former appearances.
Don't get me wrong, I got a breaker and I will pull it still, but don't you usually just send your kids to fuck their bullets behind?
Don't you usually send your kids to foot the Bullet Bill? Okay. Bullet Bill, obviously a character in Mario Brothers. It's a giant bullet that comes out of the cannons in the thing. Yes, BOWSER has the BOWSER kids, not just, you know, Bowser Jr., which is the one that's in there. But he's got, you know, all these other Bowser kids, which are also his children, technically, I guess. They really haven't cleaned up the lore on any of that, but, you know, they're all named after 80s and 70s punk and rock icons. So Wendy Koopa is named after Wendy O. Williams. There's an Ozzy, or an Izzy, I think. There may actually be both. And Ludwig is the only outlier, I think, on that. He's named after Ludwig van Beethoven. And there's a lot of Koopa kids. I think they were introduced in Mario 3 as being the bosses of each one. Each one had an airship at the end of one level, so I think there's like 8 of them or 7 or something like that, because, you know, Bowser was the big bad at the end. But yeah, we're off to a smashing start. I also want to go back a minute here. Papa, not a pacifist. Yeah. So yeah, he became a parent in those movies, but he still, you know, can get violent when it needs it. One of the things I saw in behind him, he's got the NBC logo behind him.
Here's the deal. Nobody leaves.
Yeah, he's got the peacock from that's NBC, right? I think that's the NBC logo. Somebody will correct me. Yeah, the NBC peacock logo is on his stage there for some reason.
Until we fight today, they say that I'm the spy, but you must really like to hide away. Don't get me wrong, I've got a breaker and I will pull it still, but don't you usually just send your kids to fuck their bullet bill? Papa, look at pacifist, I lies you like an avalanche. I got mechanisms that can't be matched by your magic man.
Mechanisms that can't be matched by your magic man. Yeah, Kamek, usually, and the wizard who makes... He's a wizard, he does magic. That's what that means. Alright.
Gizmos and my gadgets, you ravage your little castle and you'll grab your ugly axe and go flat on your massive ass again.
Yeah, in the original Mario Brothers, he would jump on the axe, the bridge would disappear, and you would fall. Well, the Bowser would fall. Most of the times, it was not Bowser. Your princess is in another castle. It was, I think technically, it was other minions dressed, not GRU minions, but other Bowser's minions, like the Goombas or the Koopas, the Koopa Troopas, or even a Bloober ones, dressed as Bowser. Because if you eliminated them with the fireballs, they would turn into that before it went away. So technically they were, Bowser disguises until you got to the final one that was actually Bowser. I think that's the lore. I think. Koop Troop, yeah, the Koopa Troopas, yes. Really like this flow switch up all of a sudden. Take it back. Poop scoopin' denim bros. Yes, Mario and Luigi, famously plumbers. You know what made them think that the Mario Brothers were plumbers from that moment forward? Mario appeared in a lot of things. Mario Bros, the original Mario Bros, not Super Mario Bros, but the original Mario Bros game was Mario and Luigi, yes, cleaning out pipes from, different creatures that were in there, usually turtles, in fact. So I guess they took the pipe theme and made pipes in the Mushroom Kingdom for Super Mario Bros. And I guess the idea that they were plumbers carried through on that. But he's also been a referee. He was the face of the baseball game for Game Boy. He had a wrecking crew. And he was Mario Golf. Before Mario Golf was Mario Golf, the golfer looked like Mario and just golf for NES. Those things all, I think, did, however, come after Super Mario Brothers. So I think maybe he had expanded his resume after the initial Super Mario Brothers game. I like getting technical. It's weird. It's fun. All right. He was a doctor, Dr. Mario. That medical school takes a while. I don't know how he managed to get his PhD in all that time. Was doing it on the side while he was a plumber. Well, got to pay the bill somehow. I get it.
You hear me? You're just a tool to the plumber. You make use as a plunger.
You'll find some use as a plunger. Ew.
While you struggle to find the bride to kiss, I'll go back to my life in place with my wife and kids.
Yes, he has a wife now from the third Despicable Me movie, I think. We finally watched the fourth one, and it was fine. The Minion movies somehow are suddenly better. But yeah, I think he got a wife in the third movie. He adopted the kids in the first movie just as a ploy, but ended up, you've seen the movies. And I think she's voiced by Kristen Wiig.
There are hordes of galaxies that I call mine. Can't slide them.
Okay, that kind of glitched there for a second. Digging the voice that McGwire's using for Bowser here.
While you struggle to find the bride to kiss, I'll go back to my life in place with my wife and kids. There are hordes of galaxies that I call mine. Can't slide him a moon so he can stop crying.
Yes, in Mario Odyssey you collect moons. Kamek again. The magician, the wizard, I mentioned before. Yes.
Get the math of your malfunctioning gadgets. I'll show you the malfunction of flamethrowers at practice. You spend your days playing.
There's a lot of flames in Bowser's levels especially, but I mean he spits fire and is currently spitting fire. That was totally planned. Anyway.
Puny toys in your basement, surrounded by your friends who only stay if you pay them. You never give.
Yeah, Dr. Nefario is not GRU's dad. We all assumed that. Maybe he is, and I don't remember. Yeah, he's only around them because he needs to be. Maybe. I don't... Whatever.
But your shell, and now you want to fight Koopa. She had vision to shrink. It's clear that you never grew up.
Grew up. GRU. Because his name is GRU. Never grew up. Always, ever since a child, wanted to take over the world. So, semi-accurate. They didn't spell it that way in the bar there on screen, but the pun is there and evident.
You're supposed to be cool, man, that I see it's too weak. What's a notorious fool? Now he's a nanny for 3.
Now he's a nanny for 3. Hey, you know what? That's the thing that I always hate that. I'm not a parent myself, but I have friends who are parents, and when other friends refer to the father watching the kids as babysitting, no, he's being a father. It's not. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Don't call it babysitting. He's not babysitting the kids. He's not somebody they hired for that. He's their parent. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's not a nanny. He's their dad. Yes, they're adopted. Doesn't matter. That got weirdly personal, and I don't know why. Anyway.
You were the story they told. Used to be living the dream. Now you just read them at home so that your kids fall asleep.
There is a storybook in one of the Despicable Me movies. And of course that looked to be the storybook from the Mario Galaxy games.
And I'm familiar with your family dynamic. You still hustle underground while your brother lives in a mansion.
Yeah, that's right. He has a twin brother who's blonde and I think was voiced by either Matt or Trey from South Park. I can't remember which one now. And that same person is voicing the weird little Cthulhu-type creature in the new Minions movie. And while your brother lives in a mansion, Mario's brother also lives in a mansion, Luigi's mansion. It happens to be haunted, but yeah, and that was the little aside there. Let's take that back.
You still hustle underground while your brother lives in a mansion. Turn that measly group of Twinkies to a cleaning crew. Cause they'll be bleaching rooms for weeks when I'm done beating you.
Ew. That's horrifying. Bowser got real violent at that last one. Bleaching the rooms when I'm done beating you, meaning he's going to be not just black and blue and bruised, but bleeding. It's a lot of alliteration there that I just suddenly decided to do. Alright. Alright, so now we're having bars in Minion speak, which I should have expected. That's neat. So the guy who wrote the Minions movies, or at least the first and the third one. I don't remember if he wrote the second one. But a guy named Brian Lynch, who I've known through Kevin Smith fandom for a while. I've met him several times, friends on Facebook and stuff, and he mentioned how when writing for the Minion movies, he wrote all the Minions dialogue in English. And Pierre Coffin, who runs the franchise, said nobody else does that. He writes what the Minions say in English, and they just change that to Minion speak through production. So, like, you know, he actually knows what all the arguments and what they're actually saying to each other is. It's not just the Minion gibberish or whatever they have for the language. He writes it out in English, and then they change it to Minion through production. So, I don't know if that was done with this, or if we were just putting the semi-Spanish sounding words that the Minions use. They use a mix of Spanish and French. There's some Latin thrown into some of their phrases. They say banana a lot. And, and Bidu. There's a lot of weirdness in the Minion speak. But I don't know if this was written in English first and then translated to Minion, or if we just used phrases that the Minions use often and found the ones that rhymed here. But still a unique thing to do in the middle of a battle, to have something be somewhat unintelligible. Yeah. Caca banana. That one, we know what it means. That's a poop banana. That's a thing I've now said on the internet. Cool. Gelato is ice cream, but yeah. Underwear, K-pop, yeah, sure, why not?
Maybe try this one.
There we go. Nefario hit him with a thing to translate. Good. I should have waited. Yeah, there are 8 of them. I was right. Well, no. There's 7 of them in Mario 3, and Bowser Jr. comes in later. That's the 8th one. And also, yeah, there are purple minions, I think, in these. It's in one of the Despicable Me movies. I don't think it's actually in the Minion solo movie. Is it? Minion 2 is The Rise of GRU. I don't remember if the purple minions were in that one or if they were in one of the Despicable Me movies. I think they're in the Despicable Me movies. But yeah, this verse suddenly reminds me of Thing 1 and Thing 2 from Epic Rap Battles of History's Battle of Dr. Seuss versus Shakespeare. This is Lloyd coming out as Thing 1 and Thing 2, like coming in hard out the gate at the beginning of the verse, like just straight up anger bars. And this is like giving me vibes of, with the purple minion suddenly rushing out with that. Let's take it back to the beginning of the verse. Because Pharrell did the song Happy. Yeah. Which Weird Al parodied with Tacky. References. Yeah, we've made several references to that, and especially in the Mario animated movies with the whole Peaches, Peaches, Peaches song. But yes, Bowser keeps kidnapping Princess Peach because he's in love with her, and she is obviously not reciprocating. But, yeah. Why does this keep, freezing? I had an issue with my internet before, and maybe that's what's happening here. Hopefully that's not the case. Yeah, your goons, brah, the Goombas, they're called Goombas, look like blank heads as it was beeped. Yes, mushrooms. Mushroom, they call it a mushroom head or a mushroom tip. I don't think I need to get into that. You all know what they're saying there. Taking it back. Why with the freezing? Yeah, you know what? Valid crash out, I think. You know? Yeah. And here come the Koopa Kids. Bowser with the JR. So he's a Bowser Jr., yeah. Helicopter parent. Wow, that's great. The airships fly sometimes with propellers, calling GRU a helicopter parent because he hovers over them. Yeah, that's fantastic. Having the Koopa Kids come in to do bars is great. Should have expected that. I did say there were going to be multiple voices in this. Did not expect that there may be 8 additional on Bowser's team here. But that would have Bowser Jr. Looks like we're going with... I don't remember the names of all the Koopa Kids. Forgive me for not getting all of them. Oh yeah, Morton. Morton is not named after anybody in music. He's named after Morton Downey Jr., who was a talk show host in the 80s. Right, okay. Okay, so Wendy is sounding like Gwen Stefani. We were getting very big Gwen Stefani vibes from that vocal immediately. Take it back. Amazing. Yeah, that's right. He has that... GRU has that special villains bank that help fund his evil escapades. Yeah, and the guy who runs the bank, his son is Vector. That's a whole thing in the second Despicable Me movie. Anyway. Was that Nefario in Frozen in an Ice Cube like Han and Carbonite? Let's take that back a little. Yeah, I think that's Nefario there. Like some serious great bars here with like not even just references, just throwing out flame to be insulting and you know, it's the braggadocious kind of bars, but still really dig it.
Like the talent, trespassed into prison, didn't speak a word and a life sentence hit him.
I think this is Ludwig. I think that's Izzy or Iggy. I think it's Iggy, so it's after Iggy Pop. I think it's Iggy who's the kind of nutso one, who's throwing in the ad-libs after every one of Ludwig's bars here. That's really funny. Just like being his hype man. It's great.
Nice way you're playing, Turtle. You start your mindless wars. I went to play too short. You call it child support. But dial up your goblin so they can get away. I'll show them that's too short to a quarter's night for this guy.
Oh, damn. Okay, so yeah, because the Koopa Kids show up a lot, but only when Bowser needs their assistance. He's not, you know, they don't show up in many of the other games. And yes, Bowser goes and plays Mario Tennis or Mario Kart. The Koopa Kids did get added to Mario Kart 8 after a long time with all the DLC that game had. But yes, so we're referencing Mario Tennis in this, and all the other appearances that Bowser has had that the Koopa Kids haven't. And GRU is saying that he's going to adopt the kids now, because yeah, why not? He'll be a present parent when, you know, one of the plot of the Mario Galaxy movie, the second animated Super Mario Brothers movie, is that Bowser was not present and Koopa Jr. came out. Yeah. So yeah, so we are directly referencing the movie plot. Cool. Witness my master plan, well, for you it's just a Tuesday. That's more of a reference to the Street Fighter movie than the Mario movie. The day that M. Bison visited your village was the greatest day in your life, but for me, it was a Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah.
For that is guy, you think of the time in miniature present with harmony just a bit, but you're still too big for your bridges. So when is my master plan? Well, for you, it's just a Tuesday. You'll talk and laugh like a macho, but not in a cool way.
So, spoiler alert for the Mario Galaxy movie that came out in April, that is on digital and physical release now. This happens in the movie. And he turns into a dry bones version of Bowser, which we probably will be getting now. You know, that's a horrifying thing to think about for a kid's movie. You drop a creature in lava, and it's still alive, but its flesh has been burned off, and it's now talking bones. Cartoons, man.
Still I get my lordship of rings. I was forged in a flame. On the deadliest weaponry this dog ever made. You were born a disgrace. Disappointed your mother. At least when you're torn asunder, she will mourn at your grave.
Oof. Rough. There's a whole lot of family disparity with Gru and his mom from the movies, and running with that in the bars there. Woof.
With your folks now, where we will level your premises into a ghost house if you can't find where the exit is.
Yes, notoriously, the ghost houses in the Mario games, the Boo houses, are puzzle rooms that are mazes, basically. There are multiple doors, and you have to choose the right one in order to find the right path to get out of that level. And sometimes they're very twisty and difficult to get out of. So yes, can't find out of the ghost houses. Yes.
Darkness envelops you. This is where you came, and now I carry the flame of illumination.
It took me this long to remember that the Despicable Me and Minion movies are done by the same animation studio that did the Mario animated movies. The studio called Illumination, and most of the title cards for Illumination are the minions go, Illumination! Yeah, so I should have remembered that, and I didn't. That makes sense. And also illumination meaning something to bring light to something. But, you know, animation, illumination, is a word that they're using here. I was going to say it's portmanteau, but it probably isn't. But yes, I should have remembered that. So technically, they can all exist in the same universe, because they're from the same studio. Hey, and my light burnt out. Yay, I knew that was going to happen. We're almost done here. Yeah. Oh, we are done here. Really enjoyed that. We're going to see who the cast is here in a second. But between those two battles, like, GRU seemed unfazed even as, like, this demon skeleton Bowser came out. He was still sitting there in his b-boy stance with his arms folded, just, like, not even fazed by anything Bowser was saying, even, like, when he went to the hard hits, talking about his mama. I honestly think, even despite the overwhelming number of Koopa kids that went in on this, I feel like GRU may have had the upper hand here. But especially by how unfazed he was by everything. Talking about having, to take his kids in because Bowser is not, doing very well as parenting, and GRU is still able to both parent and be a villain/hero. He is kind of a hero in the newer movies. So yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Who won the battle? I'm sure you'll tell me in the comments below, but both of them, both of their crews, each had equally great bars, so it's kind of hard for me to call it, but as a personal preference, I think, as far as in this battle, I think GRU had it just a smidge over the edge. But anyway, McGwire as Bowser and Dry Bowser. Fight Marker as Stuart, Danny as Bob, and Tygatonic as Kevin. Those are the minions that most everybody knows. Bob was King Bob in the one Minion movie. Stuart, I think, is from the... Stuart and Kevin, I think, are main from the original movies, and I think they have new minions in the new one. Lime King was the purple minion. A couple names here I don't recognize. Fight Marker I recognize, but everybody else after that I'm not familiar. Freshy was Bowser Jr. Great on that. Sounded exactly like the animated version. Dilly Dally as Roy. Roy Koopa was one of the ones I was forgetting. Luke Reardon as Morton Koopa. Again, from Morton Downey Jr. Roy Koopa. I couldn't remember Roy's name. I don't know. Maybe Roy Clark. Yeah. I'm not sure who Dilly and Luke are. Dilly Scott as Larry Koopa. Larry Koopa. Who's Larry named after? And Nora VT as Wendy O. Koopa. Instead of Wendy O. Williams, Wendy O. Koopa. Freshy was Iggy. Great. Chi-Chi was Lemmy. So there is both an Iggy and a Lemmy. Alright, I said Ozzy and I meant Iggy. But yeah, there's an Iggy and a Lemmy. A Ludwig. Schwabity was Ludwig. Alright, so those names I recognize. Chi-Chi was Lemmy. And Luke Reardon as Dr. Nefario and Luigi cameos. Like the one or two, like, miscellaneous voice line ad-libs that were thrown in the background there. Yeah. This was great. Congratulations to all the people who wrote and did the beat production and all that. You can see the rest of the credits on the original video. I really enjoyed that. If you did, go show Freshy some love. Link is in the description box below to see the original video without me yammering all over it. And if you liked this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. Do all the things to feed the algorithm to get more eyeballs onto my videos. And if you really want to help the channel out, like these wonderful folks over here do, consider supporting me on Patreon, where patrons get to see these videos early, get my music and comedy early, and all sorts of cool things like that. Anyway, that's all for this week. We'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Cool guys.
Never look at explosions when they're walking away from them.
Cool guys.
Never ask for directions, cause the GPS is their friend.
Cool guys.
Never read the instructions when building or playing games.
Cool guys.
Don't have to be guys because gender roles are totally lame.